Hi, today I'm going to be talking to you about learning processes and kind of how I arrived at the learner that I am today. How did I get to where I am today? My first memory was I was about 2 years old and I got stuck in an elevator. I escaped my grandmother's house and ended up in the elevator. And what I remember getting from that was this reinforcing the safety and security that my parents had provided for me, and being very afraid. So, in accordance with some of the behaviorist theories that may indicate that I um, I had a stimulus in the environment that made me stick closer to my parents. My hobbies are Olympic weightlifting. I appreciate the single-mindedness that is involved in that, where you have to be just very focused on one thing, and you can't really get too far outside of yourself, and you have to kind of just stay where you're at. And then obviously doing college classes. My background is played a lot of sports growing up. I attended a boarding school, and I've been in the military for about 10 years, and I've deployed over 7 times. So all those things kind of impact the way that I learn and interact with the environment. Each day I get up about 4:30. I go exercise, and then I head to work or exercise at work. Things that aggravate me in my daily life are people who take pleasure or satisfaction in kind of making my job difficult, or not being on board, because that's the one thing, say, they can control processing a piece of paperwork that I need, but they won't do it because they want to have control over that small piece that they can have. Other things that can cause stress can be not being able to work out, or poor diet or something like that. I believe I have high emotional intelligence, as indicated by the quizzes that I took, and I think this helps me navigate some of the social terrain that um, I'm in a very volatile environment with a lot of alpha males and a lot of different personalities, and I think it kind of helps me be able to be effective and kind of read situations to be able to implement effective solutions when needed. I also am able to see when two people aren't really getting along, and come up with ways to kind of progress the team and work through that. The first victory that I remember is having a hockey rink in my backyard at age 7. I experienced that, and it's something that kind of showed me that you can have certain things if you work hard, and then you can enjoy those things as well. I remember my elementary school, I was the first ever student of the month when I started that program, and kind of in that same conditioning realm, I realized that, people respond well to hard work and good behavior and things like that, and it kind of made me want to be that person in my earlier childhood, and it reinforced those good behaviors for me. I remember my uncle dying at age 5, and I remember how sad everybody was, and that kind of conditioned me to be very weary, or concerned if somebody was sick or something along those lines. Overall, I think most of my experiences um, have made me have that high emotional intelligence, and most of those are in accordance with more of a behaviorist style of learning, because there was stimulus in my environment that kind of made me react to it a certain way, and my behavior was very observable. A lot of it, um, you could say, okay, I reacted a certain way based on the way that I react to the environment. And thank you very much.